YouTube, it's this man. We back on that SMT 5 vengeance. Alright, I'm gonna keep it a buck. A metaphor video flop, but that's okay. That's my fault. It's comeback season. So if you're ready, watch this. Yoko, Yoko, Yoko. This girl has put me in a box for the last 3 videos that I've made for this game. It was the first challenge. Notice how I'm saying challenge I have had back on SMT5. Nah, it really wasn't. Alright, so you see, I just came back from beating Metaphor, which I said like 30 seconds ago. Which I'm guessing just allowed me to see something that I didn't see before on all those videos where I lost to Yoko. I realized Yoko does not do too much damage in this fight. I also remember that I needed to try to kill her as fast as possible because she can stack attacks and wipe out my party quickly. With me attacking and placing physical dampeners, whenever she triggered her Magatsui, she was defeated in less than 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Yes. So all of that hype I was doing, all that help I was getting from the comment section, it didn't matter. But anyway, the Prime Minister dies. Yoko tries to put me in a box. She fails. I stock up and take on the Demi-Fiend. What?
None of this makes any sense.
So the Demi-Fiend tells me, hey, I need to take out the trash. I say, what trash? I'm the only thing here. He said, you. Yeah, Demi-Fiend did me bad. Now, I did not fight him again throughout the rest of this video. Yes, I'm a ducker. But did you see how much damage he did? Almost one-shot me by himself. So, but if you want to see me beat him, give me 200 subs. If not, tell me anything else you want to see on the channel. Thank you. After this, I invest in physical stocks. And now fight Tiamat, who is like Yoko's final version, I guess. I don't remember the plot of this game, even though I just beat it. Since this was my first time fighting Tiamat, I was just trying to figure her out. And I noticed she does a very overpowered attack. This attack sleeps. Does about 100 damage, which isn't so bad, but it drains 100 MP from whoever gets hit by it. This attack will just end the run, especially if she starts chaining that. Like she does one and then she does another one. And of course if she does another one, it's basically over because she just drained 300 MP in one turn. And that's, even if I had the best recovery in the game, that would still take 3 turns. Maybe it wouldn't. Soma, right? I don't know where to find Somas. Alright, I don't know where that's at. But like I said, this attack is horrifying, and it makes Tiamat probably the hardest story boss in the game. This could have been easier if I had more SP recovery items, but I would have to farm those. And
ain't nobody got time for that.
Even though this first attempt looks like a complete dud, I did notice that I could hit weaknesses for every element on her except for physical. What this in turn does as well is make her not do that cheesy attack, but instead change affinities and do normal attacks. So playing towards this would be good if I build around magic, but like I said before, I only invest in physical stocks. So yeah, for me this just ain't good at all. Doesn't make it any better that I tag Amonozako in so she could do electric and she debuffs my team before she does anything. So I have to use a Dispel Charm for that. And if you think the problem stopped there, then you would be wrong. Tiamat, once she fills her Magatsui gauge, will do an almighty attack that kills the party if they are not buffed and she is not debuffed. So on top of everything else, I have to know when her Magatsui fills up and make sure I'm ready to tank it if I plan to beat Tiamat. The problem I kept facing was that Tiamat kept killing my party and I was unable to keep myself buff throughout the fight. This led to her wiping my party and forcing me to use Eternal Prayer, which allows me to remind... That's not how you speak English. Which allows me to revive my party. But of course, this means I'll be in a loop of my party dying and me reviving them again and again, which leads to me not having any buffs, basically making this a battle of attrition. This strategy is of course a panic strategy, and it led to my first death against Tiamat. So for my second attempt, I actually restock on items. I switched with the team to have more demons that will cover more affinities than my original team did. So how did I do with these changes, you might ask? Not the best. Really, it's more the same. For some reason, instead of using the Magatsui to max my stats, I tried to get crits on the boss. Yeah, looking back at the footage, I don't really know what I was doing. But wait, I also forgot to tell y'all something. So this is on me. My bad. I did search up some stuff about Tiamat before doing this attempt, because I did not want to waste like another 20-30 minutes without actually having a good strategy. Figured out that to stop her from doing her sleep attack that drains MP, I would have to hit her weaknesses, which she adjusts each turn so she ends up hitting them all, which means, I'm confused saying that, which means that she's weak to everything, like I said. Each turn, instead of doing this sleep attack, she will just take away her weaknesses, and then when she uses all that, then she keeps doing that until she uses all of it up. I also forgot to mention earlier that I should be doing only one weakness per turn. This makes it so she doesn't go to her Magatsui as fast, because once she maxes out, once she uses her turns to cover all weaknesses, that's when her Magatsui fills. So I need to make sure to like pace myself correctly and only abuse one weakness per turn. If you do this yourself or you watch somebody else, they might speed up her phases by doing 2 weaknesses or even more, but if you do more, you have to be careful, because she will just start doing sleep again as a response, because you're not supposed to be pushing her that fast. That's what was messing me up in the first phase. So with her Magatsui, which I believe I explained, is an almighty attack. Yeah, I already explained that one. So when she does the Magatsui, then her weaknesses are, her weaknesses come back, and then it just repeats that cycle until one of us is gone. So I repeat this fight takes me about 30 to 50 minutes until I get the last blow on her and finally beat the hardest boss in the game so far. Well, that should be the end of the game, right? Yeah, not really. Now we have to fight Lucifer. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think Lucifer was trying to lose, because compared to Tiamat, he is nothing. As long as you keep yourself buffed and Lucifer debuffed, this becomes one of the closest fights to Persona 5 Royal difficulty. Okay, it's not that easy. You have to use your brain, because Lucifer can still kill you if you're not careful. But regardless, there's no real strategy for this fight except with those balls he brings up. With those, just destroy them on the same turn, but Lucifer will actually become a problem, which he almost did for me when he kept killing Naobiho throughout the fight. But fortunately, I was able to recover, and things went smoothly, and things were smooth sailing, finally getting the final blow on Lucifer. With that, I finally become God and remake the world. Atlas loves that word, and I end up making the world into a utopia where no pain will ever happen again, I think. Overall, SMT 5 is much harder than the Persona games, but since I never played any other SMT game, I don't know if it's the hardest in the series or not. What I do know is Persona needs to start putting these features in the game if they want to have higher difficulties. Okay, That's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed. I made it way shorter than the last one, so y'all suckers better watch. I actually condensed it, got the best parts for y'all. But for the future of the channel, I plan to resume 2 game challenge runs, which I started but I never ended up finishing. These are both Persona games, so you should be able to guess them. It's like the most obvious hint I could have gave y'all. Subscribe and have post notifications on, because I multi-stream on Twitch and YouTube now. So you don't need to go to Twitch anymore if you don't want to. You could just stay here and watch me on YouTube live. Let me know any ways you can see me improve. And again, comment any videos you want to see from me in the future. God bless y'all. Peace. Stess is out. Enjoy the rest of y'all day.